On today's episode of SNN, we've got some great announcements for you, including previews for the school musical Annie Get Your Gun and Mr. Skyhawk.
Stay tuned.
You now rocking with the best. Just blaze. Bow down. Turn my music high, high, high.
There's a Key Club meeting today during lunch in the Spirit Room. All Key Club members should be there, and please bring markers.
If you're planning on attending the ASL field trip to UVU this Wednesday, you must have all your detention hours cleared as well as a signed permission slip before Wednesday. The school musical Annie Get Your Gun is coming up this week. To tell you more about it, here's some of the cast members from the show.
This is kind of a love story, kind of a comedy.
Annie Get Your Gun is a show about Annie Oakley and how she is this really good shot and how she comes from, you know, just living off the land and stuff, selling whatever she shoots and eating it.
And she's just like this little ragamuffin from like the tall grass, and she comes and she joins show business. And then she ends up becoming famous because she's such a good shooter.
And then people kind of realize her talent. She becomes part of the show, falls in love with the sharpshooter, and just all the fun that follows.
I play the role of Dolly Tate, and she's like the comic relief of the show. She is a 37-year-old woman who's unmarried and desperate for a man in her life. And she's very rude and very gregarious. So that's me. I play Winnie Tate, and she is one of the leads. She gets knives thrown at her. So I'm like a love interest besides Frank Butler and Annie. Yeah.
Buffalo Bill, and I own Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, which is what Frank Butler's in, and then Annie Oakley comes and becomes a part of. So I'm the show owner, pretty much.
I am in the ensemble, meaning I kind of make up the cowboy band and stuff, so I'm part of the show within the show. I also play the Tsar of Russia, so I'm in a musical number there when it's around touring Europe. And I also am in the Cowboy Trio, which is on the train, and it's like a barbershop trio. It's really fun.
Come to the show!
That looks good. We need to go watch it.
Yeah. This Thursday, we've got the school's third annual Poetry Out Loud competition. Participants are required to select and memorize 2 poems from the Poetry Out Loud database. You can sign up with Mr. Fillmore in room C211.
We have the results of the regional DECA competition. Sierra Draper and James Ebert, first place in sports and entertainment marketing.
Marley Nielsen, 5th place in quick serve restaurant management.
Dylan Baxter, 6th place in marketing management.
Hannah Wheelwright, 4th place in quick serve restaurant management.
Austin Thomas, 6th place in quick serve restaurant management.
Wyatt Biesenbach and Kenzie Bigelow, 6th place in sports entertainment marketing.
Our Spirit Heart on Our Success Service project will be helping Bailey Wall raise money and awareness for the library and shelter in Wana. We've got a video to tell you more about it.
Nothing prepares you for Africa because the conditions are so difficult, and they're easy to observe. There's lots of need. Children with special needs, children that deviate in some way from the norm, are all considered cursed. That's the culture.
People look at pictures and they'll think, well, it doesn't look that bad. But when you're there and you see that there's everything that you can imagine, the smells and the sights and the sounds, this is their life every day. In this home where we have air conditioning and we have water. We can't just sit here and say, oh well. We can't do that. We have to do something.
When we went over to adopt Kai, what we knew was that she was a child who had special needs. She had Down syndrome. She had been severely neglected, and her birth mother just could not care for her. So the father took Kai without the mother's knowledge and delivered her to this priestess. In the case of Kai, they took a snake and they burned it to a crisp, and they make some cuts in the child and they put that ash in those cuts. And the woman was about to give her a concussion and then take her out and leave her. And Kai, she looked straight into the eyes of that woman and she wouldn't divert her eyes. And the woman said, "This child has something important to do." And she called the mom and said, "I can't take care of her, you come and get her." And I know clearly now what it is. Her job, the thing that she contributes to other people, she helps them understand the value of every human life. So we have two short-term and long-term goals. The first goal is we need to build a structure that will immediately be able to provide a safe place for these children to live. And the school associated with that accomplishes our second goal, which is to provide ongoing education, not just to the children there, but to the local community about the value of these children. We have almost 4 acres of land. We have the building permit. We've been able to level that land and start the building of the security wall, the mother's wall. This can go really fast. It's just a matter of how we can come up with the funds to do that. If you want to be effective with your charitable dollars, then find a place where the money goes and does what you want it to do, and it doesn't get stopped along the way. Anytime I travel, and all the people that help us do fundraisers, everything is volunteer. All the money that we raise goes over there.
We need you today to help us rescue these children so that we can get them to a safe place.
Make sure you congratulate Bailey on his awesome project.
All right, students, tomorrow we have basketball with girls and boys playing your rivals from P-Town. Let's go and support them for another P-Town beatdown. And Mr. Skyhawk.
Applications are in the front office. Pick one up and turn it in by January 29th.
There's a STAR event work meeting tomorrow after school in room F107. Learn how to make important pages of your STAR event and get valuable help.
Thanks for watching another episode with us today.
That's all we got for you. Spirit,
Heart,
honor,
success,
anchored in integrity,
empowered to succeed.
and focused on the future.
Have a good day, everybody. Dang, how did we finish early?
I about said spit.
Spit.